Welcome back to SVC Sports Weekly, ladies and gentlemen. On the phone right now, we have a special guest, Connor Murray, who is out in Palm Springs, California, participating in the California Winter League, a developmental league which kind of exposes young players to pro scouts and the like, trying to get them signed to go play pro ball. Connor, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Mike?
We're doing great. Probably a little chillier than you are, I'm guessing.
A little bit, yeah. It's about 75 and sunny here right now.
75 and sunny. That's tough.
It's about 75 degrees warmer than here.
Maybe 72. I think it's 3 degrees out right now. So, Connor, you've already played a couple games for the Washington Blue Sox. How's it going so far?
Going pretty well so far. I got a good squad. I've seen action in 3 games so far. The first game, a little rough outing. Had to shake the nerves out, but I've done pretty well after that, the other 2. So, can't complain. Everything's going really well so far.
Connor, talk about what has been the best experience, through the first 2 days was pro scout days. You've had a lot of experience with really good coaches, pro coaches. Just talk a little bit, take us through the whole process so far.
All right, the first 2 days were great. They had all the coaches out watching us, all the pitchers through bullpens, infield, outfield did their work. And these guys really, they know what they're talking about. They've been there before, so they gave us pointers on what to do, if they could correct our mechanics, they would. Any way they could help us out, they absolutely would do it in a heartbeat. I've already learned so much. I thought I knew everything about baseball, but I've learned way more than I already knew in the past. These coaches are just unbelievable at what they do, and I couldn't ask for anything more, to be honest. It's a pretty incredible experience so far.
All right, Connor, playing with and competing against pretty much mostly college players, college-age players, have you seen any sort of adjustment compared to playing at the D3 level here for SVC?
I have, actually. A lot of these kids there's a lot of D2, D3 kids, don't get me wrong. But, considering we're now in the wood bat league here, you have to make adjustments on multiple different aspects of the field. From the way you hit, to the way you pitch, to the way you field. There's a lot of difference between baseball at Southern Vermont College and the baseball here. The competition is great out here. Everybody's here for the same reason. We're all trying to get picked up and play at the next level. So it's die-hard competition, and everybody's fighting each day at a time to make it to the next level.
Do you find it easier to pitch against players who are using wood bats where they're not hitting it quite as far?
Absolutely, yeah. Wood bats definitely help the pitchers out. The ball doesn't go as far, they don't hit it as hard, and it really, really helps the pitchers out in this game.
Connor, why don't you talk a little bit, what do you think is the best experience that you had here at SVC that has helped you the most out in Palm Springs?
I'd say the best experience that I've had at SVC was probably how close I was with my team, because I've become extremely close with my team out here as well, and I've only been here for about a week. So, it's helped me on and off the field so much, because, a lot of players on my team out here already have pro experience, and they're looking to get, a better contract or whatever it may be. But definitely being close with your teammates is probably the best thing that I learned, because it can help you out in so many different ways, and I'm very thankful for that.
So, Connor, this league kind of wraps up in February, if I'm not mistaken. Do you have any plans or prospects for what's going to come after the California Winter League?
Well, keeping my fingers crossed, hopefully getting a contract somewhere. Keeping in contact with a independent ball coach in New York right now, and I've gained a couple guys' interest out here, so hopefully I can keep performing the way I am and hopefully come out with a contract at the end of the month.
Connor, I happened to notice a picture online of you and a certain individual. Would you like to mention upon that experience of meeting that former Major League star, and did he give you any tips? And if you want to drop names, then feel free.
Oh, yeah. So yesterday possibly could have been the greatest day of my life. I got to personally meet Roger Clemens, 7-time Cy Young winner, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Yeah, he did. He gave us a speech before we went out and played. And basically, he's saying, don't give up on it. Whatever your heart says, you follow that, you will accomplish it. And basically, he was giving us a lot of information on the mental aspect of the game and how much goes into it. And from him being a pitcher and myself being a pitcher, it was really great to hear how he would read a batter as they approach the box, as they're in the box, as they leave the box. He gave me so much valuable information, and I'm forever thankful for meeting him because that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
How much different is it to pretty much focus solely on baseball from a day-to-day basis instead of worrying about going to class, doing your homework, getting the tuition bills paid, etc.?
Yep, it's great. I can't complain. I mean, my plan right now is to do this for a living, so I would not be against that at all because it's great. It's a lot of hard work, I'll tell you that. A lot more goes into it when it's potentially your job. There's a lot of aspects of it, but I would love to do it for the rest of my life. It would be the dream come true.
Connor, now you mentioned a little bit about how there's 4 or 5 players that already probably have pro experience on your team, and I know on the other teams there's some players as well. Talk a little bit about what it's like to be a guy who hasn't been signed yet and who has that dream of getting signed, and to be on the mound pitching against a guy who has had 2 or 3 years, or in some instances have made it to AAA already, and a couple of guys out there. Bring us to that, to that aspect of the mental side of things.
Yeah. It can work both ways. It's a great thing. It can be a confidence booster, and at the same time, you're facing a guy that played AAA baseball or independent ball somewhere else, and he gets a hit off you. You can't let yourself get down.
Mm-hmm.
He's been there. He's experienced, and you're, as myself, I'm the rookie to this right now. But at the same time, the catcher that I'm throwing to on my team has played independent ball for 3 years, and when I get out of an inning and he comes up to me and shakes my hand and he says, "Hey, you did a really good job out there. Like, great pitching." That's all the confidence in the world I need right there. So, it's great.
Yeah.
I love playing with him. I love playing against him.
Yeah, that's it.
The competition, I love it.
That having a catcher who's already played pro ball, that's got to help you a lot, I would say, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he knows how to read the batters better than I do right now. He's been around it longer. He's calling the game. We're working together, and just his confidence. I pitch off of him, and it really, really makes everything really sound.
Now, you've mentioned that, you kind of have that maturity in that head where you want to get down on yourself, but you know that you can't because, if anything, it's going to put yourself in further of a hole and allow you to not play to your fullest potential. How hard is it to keep that maturity in that head? And, do you see other guys around the league who don't have quite that same mental aspect that you do, who are getting down on themselves and can't really put that last hit behind them?
Absolutely. There's plenty of those guys out there, whether it be this level or still the college level or even the next level. There's still those people. But they have to remember, I'm here for about a month and we play 20 games. I'm going to see a lot of innings. I can't get down on myself because it's not going to do any good for me. And all these players that have been up AAA, independent ball, they all know that. They all know they're going to get plenty of opportunities. But, they don't do so good one time. They go out there and they prove themselves the next time. And that's what it comes down to.
So how is the arm feeling so far, going, moving from the cold Northeast all the way out to the West Coast and pitching pretty much every day?
The first day, it felt great. It's a lot of games packed in, so I've had a little arm pain, but I had my first day off yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty fresh. I think I'm going to get a few innings in tomorrow, and the heat definitely helps out a lot. But I'm really looking forward to getting my arm in good shape and hopefully getting to the next level and keeping it in shape for a while. So.
Great. Connor, one last question for me here. Talk a little bit about Palm Springs and the town. And, it's good weather out there, as you said, but what else is there to do? And just talk about the town a little bit.
All right, yeah, Palm Springs is it's beautiful out here. You can't complain about the weather. We've had 75 to 82 degrees every day. I mean, today's the first day with clouds. I can't complain about that. But the town itself, beautiful town. It's a very wealthy area. There's a lot of restaurants and a lot of places to go out to eat, and it's great food, and it's a really lively atmosphere. And I would love to move here. To be honest, it's a great place to live. It's beautiful here.
And I'm sure you're loving all the fish tacos that you're eating out there.
Oh, fish tacos! I've had it 4 times in a week that I've been here, so I plan on having many more.
Connor, for any youngsters who might be listening to this program, what would be the one key piece of advice you would give them in order to get past the collegiate level to where you're at right now?
One piece of advice, absolutely. I would say most of the game definitely is mental. After listening to Roger Clemens and meeting him and talking to him, a lot of the game is mental, and you have to be able to keep your head. You can't get down on yourself. And no matter how bad a day goes, it's just a day, you know. Everybody has their bad days. Everybody has their good days. You know, you just got to keep your head and just keep on trying. You can't give up because you never know what could happen. I mean, I never thought I would be where I am right now, and it's a dream come true, and hopefully I can continue that. So that's definitely the advice that I would give.
Great, Connor. Well, we appreciate you coming on the line with us. You know, we're all rooting for you up here, and I'm sure down in Connecticut as well. And, you know, when you do make it to the majors, I'd say you're already a pro talking on the phone, so you already got that going for you. Again,
Thanks a lot.
You know, good luck with the rest of your endeavors, and we wish you well, and keep representing Southern Vermont College out there.
Thank you very much. I plan on it.